And we are back with what I can only describe as a rant for you today. Now, what I'm talking about has always been a concern of mine over the years I've been playing Ultimate Team, but not until this weekend has it become what I would consider now an actual problem and an actual issue within both the community of EAFC and an issue for EA to resolve themselves. And that is people quitting at a draw in online games of EAFC Ultimate Team. And I have to stress that it is only within online games of Ultimate Team. And I will touch on the reason for that in a moment, but that is the only place where it is an issue. Now, I play Champs every weekend. As you know, I stream my Legends Only RTG. Make sure to check out the stream tomorrow if you're interested. But I stream every single weekend, with the exception, actually, of last weekend, because it was the Christmas New Year week, so timings were a little bit off. I could only play here, there, and everywhere. But over the course of my 20-game weekend league, I ended up playing 27 games because 7 people quit on me at a draw. That was 2 people quitting when the game went into extra time, 2 people quitting just straight away at kickoff, not giving a free win, just immediately quitting and meaning that the game ended 0-0 before it kicked off. And then 3 other people quitting during the actual game for various decisions. They had a red card, they just randomly quit, or they gave away a penalty. And that is the one that I'm going to be showing to you on your screen right now, because it was this one that really just tipped me over the edge. Going into this game, I was 13-4. Like I say, it had already been a really long weekend. I was just trying to get my last few games in. I wanted to either get 14 or 16 wins. And I'm in the 60th minute after what had been an incredibly sweaty back and forth game. My opponent gives away a penalty in the 60th minute, pauses the game and quits. That is the first issue, the fact that EA have actually added the ability to pause and quit the game when a penalty is given away. That is absolutely disgraceful. That has never been a thing before. Now, they've actually added it whereby if you are drawing and you give away a penalty, you can pause the game and quit before your opponent has the chance to take that penalty. Why EA did that, I really don't know. That is the first thing that needs to be addressed if players are going to continue doing that. But also, they need to revert it whereby if you quit at a draw, the opponent gets the win. I.e., if they pause on me, they quit on me, I get the win. And the only reason why I stress that this is so important that this needs to be addressed is because it is quite literally the case in every single other game mode other than online Ultimate Team. That is the point I was trying to make at the start of the video, and I'm obviously going to try and prove it properly now. If you go in to Volta, Career Mode, Clubs, Seasons, Tournaments, Online Seasons, if you quit, your opponent gets the win. If they quit, you get the win. If you're playing offline in Career Mode and you quit a game, the opposition gets a 3-0 win. If I am in a game of squad battles and I leave that game at 0-0 while the game is a draw, this is what happens. I get given a 3-0 defeat and the opposition gets given a 3-0 win. So it is quite literally already built into Ultimate Team as well. I don't understand it. I just think EA are genuinely trying to promote toxicity, and it's working because, like I said, 7 times this weekend it happened. And what that totaled was an hour and 25 minutes of my life where literally I got nothing for it. I got nothing at all. And that's why I feel it's so important to talk about this right now. Over the course of the last couple of weeks, millions and millions of both children and young teenagers have received EAFC for Christmas. They are going to want to play Ultimate Team. They are going to want to go into division rivals, online friendlies, and if they're good enough, they're going to want to go and play in Champs. They may only have an hour to play a day, depending on what their parents allow them to play. If people are constantly quitting at a draw, it is of no benefit to those kids. They are just wasting their time. I'm wasting my time. Fortunately, I had enough time available to me this weekend to still complete 27 games of Champs rather than the initial 20. But it's got to stop. It's just got to stop. And I don't know how to get the message out there. I don't know if this video can be shared around, but a lot of people are starting to talk about it at the moment. But the issue that I have is that the top content creators, as much as they complain about it, they do it themselves. And I hate to single out individual ones, but it's just one of the ones that I've been watching recently. Run the Fuck Market, in a video that he posted this morning, was complaining about people quitting at a draw, where he literally did this last week.
You're not getting a free win, little bro.
And again, don't get me wrong, I think Nick is a very, very good content creator of EAFC. One of the best, if not the leading streamer when it comes to EAFC this year. But literally hundreds of thousands of people have watched that short. And the message that's going out there is it's okay to leave it a draw. It's okay to not give a free win if you're not satisfied with how your opponent's playing. And for me, that's just wrong. It just is. How does he know that that is not someone who, for the first time in their lives, is trying to get to 14 wins, trying to get to 16 wins? Yes, they're using a bunch of loans. Have you never used a bunch of loans when you're trying to get that first big achievement on EAFC or old school FIFA? Of course you have. It is not our responsibility to punish people that are just trying to achieve something. If they've stream sniped him and they're trying to put out their best team to try and beat him in a game of EAFC, fine, but it's still not okay to quit on a draw. You don't know the person you're coming up against. You don't know what situation they're in, what their headspaces are like. They just trying to get wins as well. So you just have to do the right thing until EA get this sorted, because I just don't see them sorting it anytime soon. The level of toxicity in this community right now is beyond where I've ever seen it before. And this whole quitting at a draw thing just absolutely epitomizes it for me. And the fact that you don't get punished, that's the thing. You go into a game of division rivals like on this clip here. This guy quits on me the moment he gets his defender sent off. His punishment is he gets no punishment. There's no relegation in division rivals. If you lose a game of division rivals, it means absolutely nothing. At least when you quit in champs, at least when you quit in a limited friendly, it affects the amount of games that you have remaining. In division rivals, it means nothing other than that you've just wasted 10 to 20 minutes of your opponent's lives, because it means absolutely nothing to them. I don't understand it. There are too many people in this community that are just ruining the game. And people go on about the state of EAFC, the state of FIFA as they still like to call it. This is one of, if not the biggest issue that EA are facing right now. And the easiest thing to do is just turn that switch off. I've seen loads of people saying online how they should show your opponent's records when you go into a game, and that'll encourage them to give away more free wins. They see that someone's 13-6 and they're trying to get to 14-6. If you see someone at 13-6, I think given the state of this community, you're more likely to quit at a draw than you are to give them the free win, because the level of toxicity in this community states that if you see someone that's about to achieve something, you stop them achieving it. I don't get it. The community is in the mud. EA needs to address this immediately. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Hopefully this video does get some sort of traction, because I feel it does need to be talked about a hell of a lot more. Because like I say, it's in every single other game mode other than online Ultimate Team. I don't understand it. EA, please sort it out. And if EA don't sort it out, it's on you guys at home to do exactly this. And it's as easy as that. It takes 15 to 20 seconds to do the right thing. But I put it to you guys right now. How many of you, even knowing that you could just easily give away that last game, would have seen that Thunderstruck Ronaldinho, would have seen that red Vieira and that red Mbappe, and would have paused it and quit immediately at 0-0 because you didn't want that opponent to get another win? If you're one of the people that would have quit at 0-0, sort it out. Get your life together and sort out the toxicity in this community. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you very soon.